Hey guys, it's Megan. So I'm back again today with another tutorial. I promised you guys a while ago that I was going to start making videos again because it's been taking me forever to just get going with my YouTube channel again. Anyway, so today I'm going to do kind of a Greek goddess slash Mila Kunis inspired makeup look. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'm hoping that my lighting is perfect because it's taking me forever to finally get it under control. So yeah, hopefully everything turns out great. Just stay tuned and keep watching, and I hope you guys really like the video. Okay, so I've already started off by applying some lotion just to my skin, just to make sure everything's nice and smooth and a nice canvas to kind of get started. Sorry, I'm throwing stuff around. And I've also prepped my lips as well with this EOS chapstick. It's just one of those little egg ones, which is super cool. Yeah, so my lips are all moisturized as well, and I'm just going to jump in and start doing my face. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Gosh Exceptional Wear Long Lasting Makeup in the color 11 Porcelain. And this is just a matte foundation with good coverage, that's why I chose it. Today is going to be kind of a full face makeup, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and try to do for you guys. So I'm just popping that on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to start buffing it in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in and start doing my brows now. It's going to look a little bit funny at the beginning because Mila usually has a really strong brow, and as soon as the rest of your makeup's on though, it'll look fine. So I'm going in with Benefit's Browsing's Brow Shaping Kit in the shade Medium, which looks something like this. And I'm just going to go in with the wax color first, and I'm just going to use just an angled applicator to do so. Just going to go in and just make sure that there's no flyaways or anything like that. Alright, so now that the wax is done, I'm just going to use my Arbonne angled brush, which looks something like this, and I'm just going to dip into the powdered shade on the side here and just start filling in my brows quite full. I'm just going to tap off the excess that comes off there so it doesn't come on so strong. And I'm just going to go in the direction of the hair growth and just fill in my brows. To start off, I'm going to take this color here in my Naked 2 palette, which is the color YDK, which is kind of like this bronzy brown color. Alright, and I'm just going to go in with my MAC 217 brush, which looks something like this. And I'm just going to load up the brush, tap off that excess, and just apply this to the outer half of my lid. I want to leave this half open because I'm going to put a really light, bright gold shade there, just to highlight the inner corner. So I'm just going in with a flat shader brush. This is the Sigma Concealer F70 brush. Just looks something like that. And I'm going to go into this color here, which is Shroom by MAC. And I'm just going to apply this right on the outer V of the lid, just over top of where I just put the YDK color. And I'm just kind of messily patting that on. We're going to blend it out anyway. Alright, and I'm just going to go back in with the same 217 brush. It is a little bit dirty, but it should be okay. And I'm just going to blend that right over top and right into the crease. Alright, so that's all smoked out, and now we're just going to go in with one last color on the outer corner here. We're just going to go back into the Naked 2 palette and grab this darker color, which is Busted. And we're just going to apply that right into the outer V. What I like to do is kind of run it along the outer half of the lash line and then pull it up near the end and just kind of create that V shape on the outside there. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to use this Urban Decay one, just kind of a domed shading brush, or excuse me, a domed blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out that outer corner there. Okay, so now that the outer corner is done, I'm just going to flip this brush, and it's a double-ended brush, so I'm just going to use this flat shader part, and I'm going to grab Half Baked in the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm just going to apply this right into the inner corner and kind of fill in the rest of that lid that is empty space there. Just kind of packing that on. Just pulling that halfway under my eyelid as well. I'm just going to grab that same concealer brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of the shroomed color that we put on the top of the lid, as well as Busted as well. I'm just going to mix those two together and just drag that underneath my lash line, just nice and gently. Next, I'm going to take a brown eye pencil. This is Rimmel London Special Eyes Precision Eyeliner in the color, it's on here, Panama, which is just kind of a really dark brown color. And I'm just going to take this right along the outer portion of the lash line where I filled in that darker area, and just as well in the inner water line as well. So I'm also just going to drag this up on the outer portion of my top eyelid as well. Just right about the lash line. Okay, there we are. So I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Extensions Mascara in the color Black. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm probably just going to fast forward this because you guys see me do this every time anyway. I'm sure you know how to do it. You know what I realized, because I'm a complete idiot, this color here is Shroom, and the color that I was putting on my lid was Satin Taupe. That was my mistake. I'm going to take Shroom now and put it up underneath my eyebrow there. Sorry about that, guys. That was super silly of me. Blonde moment. That's what happens. So I'm just going to pat that right underneath my brow, just the outer portion of my eyebrow. One of the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush to apply that underneath my eyes and all over any blemishes that I have over my face. And I'm just going to take that same color that I used before, the NC15, which is this color here. Just going to dip in there and apply that right underneath my eyes. Okay, so now that I'm finished concealing, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of powder over the areas that I set down concealer. This is Maybelline New York Stream Matte Powder in the shade Light. I'm just going to take a little bit of that right on the same brush that I used to conceal. I'm just going to pat that just underneath my eyes just to make sure that concealer doesn't move. I'm just going to run a bit over my T-zone just as well. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my bronzer. Mila has like the most beautiful colored skin I've ever seen in my life, and I am nowhere near that color. But I can bronze myself up a little bit, so I'm going to use my NYC Sun to Sun bronzing powder in the color Terracotta Tan. I'm just going to take my Arbonne facial application brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and swirl into both those colors, tap off that excess, and just kind of dust over any of the areas that are the high points of my face that would naturally catch the sun. So my forehead, my nose, just above my cheekbones. Right. So now that I got that down, I'm going to take my Arbonne Precision brush and just take my my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm just gonna dip into that just a little bit. This is a little bit orange for my skin, so I just want to make sure that I don't overdo it. And I'm just going to contour the sides of my cheekbones. I'm just going to go into this Gosh Natural Blush in the shade 43 Flower Power. It's just a really pretty pink shade. I'm just going to dip in just a little bit. This brush, Alright, so to finish off the look, we're just going to add some lipstick. I decided to do two different types of looks with two different types of lipstick just to show you what each will look, each look will look like. Mila usually uses kind of like nude lipsticks, really like pale tone / natural looking lipsticks. So I'm going to go ahead in with my L'Oreal Color Riche Taffeta lipstick. Looks something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. Alright, so there's that one there. So this is kind of more the Mila Kunis kind of look. I'm going to go in with a different type of lipstick. Oops, throwing stuff around. This is the NYX Black Label lipstick in Off the Beaten Path, I believe. It looks something like this. Okay, so I've just grabbed a little lip brush and I'm just going to take a little bit of this lipstick onto that little brush there. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on for you guys. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Kind of quite a smoked out look. I think I would wear this more towards the evening. You can definitely wear it out in the daytime though, especially if you're going to wear kind of a bright lipstick. It looks kind of sweet for spring, summertime. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I hope that you guys can recreate it. If you do, definitely post some pictures on my Facebook page or on Twitter so I can kind of check it out and see if you guys recreated it. Alright, well thank you very much for watching today and I hope to see you all again. Bye guys.